So this is just a brief overview of some of the tools that we're going to be using for the butt lift treatment. There is one tool that we won't be using, which I'll explain later. On the left hand side, you have your electrical input. In the middle, there's your fan, and then that red button is the power button. And you do want to make sure that your fan is left uncovered at all times so that your machine is running properly. This is the hose input, and that is a knob which screws on and off. Underneath that knob is a filter, and you want to make sure you're using a filter because what the filter does is it catches oil and debris from the hose, and it helps to keep your machine clean and running properly. So again, that just screws back on, and your machine should come with filters. This one did. So the filters look like that. If you're wondering what those are when you get them, they are filters. This is the vacuum therapy tool. Again, this is just a brief overview. I'm going to go over this more thoroughly a little bit later on. This is the wooden paddle for the cuff. This is a Y-shaped hose, which I'll go over again. These are the cups for the glute area. This is the manual vacuum. That is the wood roller. This is the mushroom tool. And this is the dry brush. So again, I will be going over all of this more thoroughly later. These are valves. Those are metal valves, and those are plastic valves. And valves are very good for controlling pressure. So here is your mushroom tool. For your mushroom tool, you could go in a clockwise motion or you can go in a back and forth motion. And what this tool does, and what most of the tools, the wood therapy tools, do is it helps to break down fat and loosen up those muscles, and it helps with lymphatic drainage, and it helps to detox your body. Here is the wood roller, which is actually one of my favorite tools, mostly because of the sound. It's satisfying. I like to go in a side-by-side motion, pressing very firmly. I feel it gives the best results. You can also go counterclockwise, and then you can flick your wrists, which is usually for lymphatic drainage. This is the manual vacuum suction cup, which we will not be using in the video, but it's really good if somebody can't take the vacuum. Here is the wooden paddle, which you're going to go from the bottom of the thigh up, and then that little motion you see right there is basically where you would sculpt that cuff. And lastly is the dry brush. For the dry brush, you want to brush in the direction of the lymphatic drainage system.